So look, I've been avoiding talking about this, but now I'm forced to, and it's about Kanye West and his run for president. Now, I personally am of the belief, and if you watch his rally, he just goes insane. He starts crying when he thinks about if he was aborted and not alive. He's like, oh my god, he's of course a massive narcissist. But a lot of people have been talking about this, and I've been trying to avoid this, but it's serious now because he's actually on the ballots in Colorado in November, which is a huge thing. Now, I think that Kanye West is bipolar manic, and bipolar episodes can be delusions of grandeur and just like, oh yeah, yeah, let's run for president, bro. And so that's what he's doing. He needs help, but he's obviously surrounded by a bunch of yes men. And so when I see his tweets reinforcing his lunatic rally, it's clear that yes men are just kind of like flowing the stuff into his brain, and then he's like, yeah, yeah, and then all the others be like, yeah, you're right, bro. So that's why I've been kind of avoiding it. I didn't treat it seriously, but once you actually literally get onto the ballot, well, then it's real. You're literally on the ballot. It says rapper Kanye West successfully earned a spot on the Colorado ballot for November's election. The Colorado Secretary of State's office said Thursday. West's name will appear on the Centennial State's ballot, Secretary of State's office spokesperson Betsy Hart confirmed, and the rapper's latest win in his efforts to earn a spot on several states' ballots. It says one Republican operative assisted West in filing. So one of the theories about Kanye West's run is that he's trying to take away from young black voters in order to aid Donald Trump's victory, his re-election. I don't really think it goes that deep. I genuinely believe Kanye West is just having a bipolar episode of delusions of grandeur, so I don't think he has any real cohesive plan. I think he said something like, he has like the plan of Bernie Sanders or something like that. It says also, this is important information, it says West has missed the deadline to file for several states, including Texas, Michigan, and Florida. The rapper has filed to appear on the Ohio and Oklahoma ballots and had gathered enough signatures for the Illinois, New Jersey, and Missouri ballots. But he withdrew his petition for a spot on the New Jersey ballot after being accused of election fraud with his signature submissions, and Illinois officials are questioning his signatures and paperwork in their state. So he might actually be getting into some trouble with election fraud here. This might be something more serious than he thought. And I hope it's a real check for him. Hopefully he does, really cause some issues, because then maybe it'll kick in for him. But I sincerely believe he really needs help. It also says that he earned 2% of the vote in a national poll last month. Now, I don't know, that could kind of flip the election. I don't think it's going to end up costing Joe Biden the election, to be quite honest with you, especially if he's only going to end up on like Colorado ballots and not Florida, Texas, those kinds of states. But even then, man, I don't know how many people would really vote for Kanye, period, or voting for Kanye, this late into the race, with announcing your run this late into the race. I think a lot of people are just not really ready. It's just like, wow, you just kind of came out of nowhere and I'm going to vote for you? Like, what? That's kind of like a weird thing for them, I feel like. And so that's why even the national poll numbers, I'm thinking, oh, it could be higher if you ran a legit campaign, but obviously this is not a real campaign, it's a fake campaign. But he still ended up on the ballot in Colorado. So Kanye needs help, man. He's definitely the most overrated rapper of all time. He needs help, though, man. He's definitely having a bipolar episode right now. Hopefully he gets help, but if he stays surrounded by yes men, it's not going to happen, unfortunately.